Game experience may change during online play. See there? Online play? Did they have online stuff here? Co-op mode? Could you do that? Online? There's an anime here. Let's wait it. There is an anime intro. So if I just let it be, maybe it starts. Shop mode? Hold on. There it is. They do production quality good. Look at that 2.5 to almost 3D. It's pretty well made. They've always been a little anime, yeah. We got the 3D lenses, twins. Looks cool, man.
Whee! Stalactite running. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it looked like some of it was like normal drawing, some of it seemed cel shaded. I have no idea. You said the shop mode was here. You must create a saved game to get into shop mode. Co-op mode, you must create saved game data before using this mode. The castle reappears yet again. Options, there's no saved game data. I guess we gotta start the video game. We have 8 letters. We can be just how many beps can we get? No, what are the buttons here? No, what about... Oh, the music just stops. Ah, funny guy! (1944). The world is in chaos. The Second World War has claimed millions of lives, leveled cities, destroyed nations. The souls of the war's dead blanket the planet. Lost hearts and hungry. Hangry. Their anguish summons in the cursed castle of legend that has appeared many times throughout history, bringing with it evil and darkness. The castle of Dracula, the lord of evil. It arrives in man's darkest hour to push us over the brink into ruin. Cantrafula. I have a cursor on the screen, sorry. Who cut my hair like this? Whip, there's no mistaking it. You're Jonathan Morris. G'day. And you're? Forgive me. I'm Vincent Doran. By order of the church, I've been waiting for you. To think that the master of the legendary vampire killer would come here. A blessing indeed. Too bad he can't actually use it. Charlotte, can't you even pretend to play along for once? Well, that's the truth, isn't it? You can't lie to a priest. What? Are you suggesting that Whip is a fake then? Oh, it's true. I can't use the vampire killer. This Whip wasn't actually passed down through my family. You've heard of the Belmont family, haven't you? Why, of course, I have. They've used that whip for generations to destroy Dracula. And that family is related to the Morris family by blood. Been doing your research, huh? Unfortunately, the fact is, we're not the true successors. No problem, though. I've won every battle till now, without the whip. Now one loss. Lucky you have me to help you. As I was wondering about that. And you are...
Well, excuse me. If you're from the church, then remember this. I am Charlotte Oren Kawaii. Ooh.
Charlotte. I've heard that name before. Charlotte. Oh! You must be the great magician everyone's been talking about.
Great.
Unbelievable to think that she was a mere child. Oh, well, I mean, such a lovely young lady.
You heard that? Jonathan, he called me lover la 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 la.
So anyway, Vincent, you had some business with me.
Huh?
Oh, yes, I do. I've been ordered to assist you in your quest. I brought potions with me, but, well, what? It's a matter of economics.
You want us to pay you, right?
Well, if you insist. Sure, no problem. I think we can take care of that.
I couldn't care less.
But more important, the castle, is that really Dracula's castle? No one has seen Dracula thus far. However, the church insists that it is indeed Dracula's castle.
No doubt about it. This castle is pulsing with dark power, just like your pulse. I can't imagine it's anything but the castle of Lord Dracula that I studied in the books.
Sounds like fun. Come on, better get going then, Charlotte.
Right with you.
Be careful. I'll search for a safe place. I'll meet you inside. Godspeed. God has crack in them. First of all, I need the options to change. Config. Attack, call partner, jump, change player, partner skill. Backdash, wasn't backdash this one and that? Yes. That should be okay. Hopefully. Chick-fil-A. Screen works. Everything's set up. What happened to the Belmonts? Oh, they'll be back. They'll be Dracula or something in the future. I can't change player now, though. Entrance. Switch made player. There it is. Call partner with A. Press again to send partner away. Charlotte!
I can't get to a job on my own. Maybe there were two of us.
Jonathan!
Okay. So they stay around for a little bit. I don't think I played this through, but we'll see the bosses appear. They're in tax evasion. The Belmonts were kind of out of touch with regular human stuff. They've just been, well, we've just been fighting Draculas ever since. Yeah, well, your estates. You have 5 estates. You haven't taxed any of them. Did you even purchase these estates? We got them from dead villagers from when we were capturing the cities. They were given to us by the remnants of their families. Sir, I don't believe you. But they're Draculas! Sir, now you're making it worse for yourself. I'm gonna have to pass this one up. This is a big fine, and if you're lucky, it's just going to be prison time, but it might be worse for you, man. What's going on with these zombies? Their head is cracked. What's the button to save? Okay, apparently the call button. Why does the main guy look like part of My Chemical Romance? Because he's amazing. He's lovely. She just can fight on her own. Why wouldn't we have her available, by the way? Is this Symphony of the Night? No, it's Port of the Ruin. It's on the DS. What are you using to stream this? My actual Nintendo DS. / DS Mume. I call my DS. Des Mume? I call it because it sounds like that's mommy. She's trying. So there's like there's a couple of pixels of the gargoyle border. I gotta fix it. Is it this one? No, it's not. This one. Ooh. That. We're good. But that means... Oh, it's probably this one, but you don't even see that one. Hey, Ragowit. NL's wife actually spends a ton of cash in Japan having a DS converted to output for streaming, I think. Yeah, so getting handheld stuff. Handheld stuff for streaming is extra. You need the kitchen utensils for doing that. Who is this beautiful beast? I think she's trying her best. So, I really can't remember this that well, so maybe it is just new for me. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, so do you want to fight? Oh, I see. We're just doing this. Throwing knife used by hunters. Up B. Cast 2 at one point. Oh, sneaky. That's 2. You're using one of those GameCube add-ons to play? No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying, but people can get that, and that's a lot of stuff. I'm just playing it on my compute. Yeah, I don't like... That's the thing, Mouse. I don't remember if I did play it myself. So why would I have her active? I don't know. Does she get hurt? When she gets hurt, she takes my magic away. Thanks. Okay, so I still, even though I changed the button layout, I still have to use the weird buttons here. I'll get used to it, it's fine. I'm not gonna mess around with it. Or will I? I'll see how annoyed I'll be. Short sword. I already am annoyed. So we have like 2 inventories because of this. And we take a summon skeleton inside here. Hey, perchance. Is Bestvania? Really? Various guides. Just tuning in, I'm really enjoying the music here. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for the DS again. They get some bass running for this one. Sword book. Charlotte, Jonathan, Charlotte, charging. Cold parted with down A. Oh, I remember this though. I remember this. Okay. I remember this. I remember here. So this is slight nostalgia hit. Stay. Yes, you stay there, Jonathan, when I push you. For the king. You fell off Hollow Knight after like 10 hours. Look at the vibe. Respect to understand why it's great, but I was just... Yeah, that's the same for me in Rhinoplasty. I wasn't in the mood when I played Hollow Knight. So I also just played Hollow Knight for about 4 hours. One stream, one half a stream. But I'll return to it, and I know that when I return to it now, I'll be actually enjoying it way more. It was one of the first, maybe even the first game that I played on stream that wasn't retro when it was back in 2021. And my headspace was just different. Can I change this config right now? Let's see if I can make it. Oh, oh, those trigger buttons. Let's see. First of all, let's save state in case I actually just like reset this. Let's see here. Controls, config. So, what button are they using? Where's the BAY next? Let me see. Nintendo DS. I need to see the controller so I can see where the button layout is. Can't remember this in my brain. Have some music while we wait. Enjoy music. There you go. Didn't say for how long. Okay, so the A is A and Y. A is to the right side. And A is confirmed for some reason. That means I need to do this. This button is A. And Y is the other one. Like that. And then it doesn't really matter with the other two. Maybe. That would, so that was A and Y. Now we do this and that. Okay. But that didn't change. Oh god. This is fine though, we can change these buttons, but... Why did I misunderstand the thing? Now that is escape. And this is enter. But this is actually fine. I can work with this. This is another standard layout. That's fine to use. So now we go into the config again. Config, or let me go into I'll get used to it. Yeah, this should be fine. Well, call and change should be different. There we go. Now I'm good. Hollow Knight was during Sale of September. No, this was before anything like that. That was 2021. Potentially my first game that I streamed that wasn't retro, just to like change of pace, and I thought it was smart, like, oh, maybe people will watch this too. And yeah, I think decent amount of people tuned in for Hollow Knight, but as I mentioned, it was just me. I got lost in the game. And I got annoyed, and I left it at that, which was a bad idea, because if you leave a game when you're lost, you're not going to want to get back into it either. You better get some sleep, Nantos. Oh, you did night shift. Oh, damn. Well, sleep well. Something's here.
It's not human.
A monster?
No, wait, I sense no evil.
You can see me. Who are you? A ghost, as you can see. Ghosts have no need for names.
Impossible. Somehow he retained his consciousness after dying. It must be Castle's magic.
I don't know about you, but he sure seems shady to me. Think what you will. It's your choice. However, can you truly destroy me with a whip you can't even use? Only one way to find out.
Wait, hold it. How'd you know he can cannot use the vampire killer.
Huh?
I find it very odd to find the ghost not controlled by the power of Dracula's castle.
Smart girl compared to this foolish boy. Just before I died, I cast a magic barrier on myself, binding my soul to this place. I'm free from the castle's control, but I'm trapped here. Are you really free from the control then?
But the paranormal entity like you can easily be affected by magic. Casting a barrier that repels the castle's power is impossible, even for me. Just who are you?
My name is meaningless, but I suppose you need to call me something. Call me not Belmont guy. Call me Wind.
Mr. Wind?
Just Wind is fine.
All right, Wind. What are you doing here?
Didn't you hear him? He's trapped here, remember?
I understand that. But if he truly has as much power, he could use other methods besides just binding a spirit here.
My. You really are a bright little girl, aren't you?
Stop treating me like a child. My name is Colette.
Ah, I understand. And who is this boy? Will you call him boy? It's Jonathan. Jonathan Morris. The reason I'm here, simply put, is regret. I will not rest until the lord of this castle is vanquished. I thought I would lend assistance to those who wish to defeat him. But if you can't move from here, what do you intend to do? In spirit form, I'm able to grant items and techniques I once possessed in life. I think they'll be of great help to you.
In that case, please help us.
No, I've been able to do fine without any of this help so far. So why don't you just...
Right, so far. But this is Drangula's castle. Even if you could use that whip, it won't help you when you die. Don't you remember your dad?
Enough about my father. Just leave it to me, okay? My father's dead. Forget him.
Sorry, but still, you kind of sucked.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I guess I remember the therapy. Guess I got a little over dramatic there. You might be right, Charlotte. When perhaps we could use your help. Would you help us? If you can complete the tasks I give, only then I will help you.
How are things?
How are things? Hey, beautiful. Hey, hi. Preparations. Begin studying preparations. The priest should have some useful things for you in the next room. Get the potion and map. Quests. Oh, yeah, quests.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you. Hey, Rob Loach. Dark Metamorphosis. Trying to play a game after not playing it for a while. Might as well start again. At least for JRPGs and stuff. Hey, Dubs. Hey, Haley. Yeah, for me, like, if I play an RPG game or anything, then it's like, okay, well, I don't even know the story, I don't know where to go, and this is not even fun.
You're back.
Hey, Rook. Thank you for the 13 months. Oh, well, welcome back.
So you're selling your potions here?
There aren't many now, but my stock will increase little by little. For a price, right? Yes, I'm afraid so, Master Jonathan.
Don't try anything shifty and don't even try to lie. Still, it is true that rural churches are short on money, or so they say.
Thank you. You're lifesavers. Anyway, please have a look.
I'll make you a deal.
I'll make you a deal. Beef jerky deal. Would you like my beef jerky? Jerky. Castle map. And what was the other thing we needed to buy? Forget me not. Dump rocks onto your enemy. Rock riot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are things?
Get the potion and the map.
I'll make you a deal. Oh, that's not enough.
It's not enough. You gotta buy more! You bought more stuff! Okay, I'm broke. I don't have enough money to buy the potion that I need to buy. Ain't that a bitch? Ow. Ow. Cool animations added in. Display the names of the spirits when you attack them. Look at how happy he is.
Yeah! Woo!
Throwing axe that is especially effective against targets overhead. Actually, when I think about it, the dash is actually fine over there. Oops. You can add the same button to it. Okay, so we can't... You can't forward momentum again. So you can't do the same movement abuse as in Aria of Sorrow. But usually you can just like cancel into backdash and jump again, but I can't hold forward until half a second. Hey Ernesto. Oh, we're back here again? Oh, we are. Oopsies.
Charlotte. Jonathan.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, you can break it. I was like, okay, good. Nice soft look. Level up. My gold is 451. Maybe new... Chat is okay with this map, though. I was thinking I can change the chat screen. But I'll mostly be using the map anyway, so it's fine. I guess we can't finish the potion quests yet. So we'll just be going back. Oh, Jonathan's stronger, I see.
Charlotte.
So that had money in it. $100, that's pretty good. Hey Pixel, how you doing? Oh, it's randomized, but still good.
Jonathan.
Not too speedy either with the backdash, unless I jump. I have to time it out as well. But it's okay, we got 631. We got enough cash now. Having some dinner. Hope it's comfort food, because that's more pleasant to know about. Doesn't need to be though. It's just a teleporter. Can't go anywhere else. But it's more fun to hear people enjoying a pizza or similar than having to like, excuse me, it has to be vegetables again. porridge with applesauce. I enjoyed. For dinner?
How are things?
Such a not dinner. Wait, I already had a potion. I just learned it to me. Now you should be able to advance deeper into the castle. If you complete the tasks I give you, I shall teach you even more, including magic skills. I may be able to entrust you with other items in the future as well. Sounds good to me. Oh, one more thing. Regarding this castle's lord.
You mean Drangulus, right? I read books about him.
Dracula isn't this castle's lord. What do you mean? That's why they call this Dracula's castle. It is indeed Dracula's castle. However, the castle's lord is a vampire by the name of Browner.
I've heard nothing about that.
As one would expect. His identity has been kept secret for years, after all. He infuses magic into paintings to increase his powers. You will undoubtedly come across his paintings in this castle. Search for these paintings.
He's using the paintings to make the castle's power his, isn't he? Still, he isn't Drangulus after all, so we're safe.
Be careful, his power grows stronger by the minute. No problem. We won't let you be tied down here for long, that's a promise.
Trust us, Jonathan might seem unreliable, but he'd never break a promise.
That's reassuring. Very well. Best of luck to you. Alright, let's go find those paintings. Certain. Hello? Is that saving? Oh, I changed the buttons for it. Yeah. Changed the buttons for it. How long has it been? An hour. I can have my coffee. Coffee! I was Portrait for Ruin. It's good. It's only been 30 minutes. And I barely remember if I played it back in the day, so... Come on, zoom at least. Now it seems ridiculous. Now I am, like, really merging. Well, apparently my camera doesn't care about it. Just going to grab my random casual mug today. Ooh. I'm still using the good brand. Oh shit, this was great. Now that's problematic. That's whenever things are great, you're like, that's problematic. Oh yeah, if you're streaming today, definitely. I also don't care for having a big meal. In fact, I don't even have a breakfast before I stream, but I stream in the morning. Like, when I started the stream today, you can still see the bed crease on my face. But, I know a certain spider in chat, maybe in chat, which devours food before streaming, so to each their own.
This painting, the power is incredible.
Must be one of those paintings.
Without a doubt. I got it.
Care to share?
This painting's function. Browner is using it to control the power of this castle.
Well, then let's hurry up and rip it to shreds.
Impossible. Anything we will do will be pointless. From what I can tell, based on theory of curse amplification, the picture is a multi-layer quantum space barrier. I learned it from the science guy, Bill Nye. A kind of paranormal phenomenon.
Okay, and what's that mean in human language?
Well, in short, I think of it as a series of walls that surround the magic controlling Drangulus' castle. The painting itself is just the outermost wall. As soon as you break it, it'll regenerate. It's unbreakable.
How convenient. So now what?
I'll align my magic chakras with the painting so we can enter it. That'll be the best way to circumvent the castle's magic. The risk is quite high, though.
No problem. Come on. What do we have to lose?
Okay, here we go.
We're in the painting now.
The will of the artist is embodied here.
So I need to ROM hack in my voice for it.
No, come on, Drangulus.
What was just Drangulus? So now we're in a different world in the map. So I remember this slightly. So what I guess this is a game that I played once, maybe not even completed. Possibly in the bathroom, casually. I'm like 95% sure. I played this in the bathroom casually and possibly didn't complete it. Look at the 3D background. Oh, that's so cool. Why is that so nice? Death Mask is here. Let's just say hello. Look at that one, huh? Oddly specific, but oddly true. Look at that. Clover tiara. That's not for me, is it? What's, I mean, for me, but Charlotte. What was that plus? Mine and defense. Look, I'm just being real here. I mean, TikTok in the bathroom is this day and age's Castlevania in the bathroom, okay? Maybe Game Boy in the bathroom sounds better. Good going, Charlotte.
Now, do you think you can beat the champ?
Hey, Bunny Lizard, how you doing?
Castlevania.
A curdle? What's a curdle doing? Fence and intelligence up. Curdle? Won't you come home and cuddle with me? Thank you for the 8 months of sub, Bunny Lizard. Appreciate that. You personally played VR games in the shower? What kind of VR set do you got? And how long do you stay in the shower? Dig through the dinches and burn through the winces. I slam in the back of my Drangulus. That's some sort of song lyric that I couldn't reference. Ooh, copper plate.
A new pixel, dude.
A new pixel, dude. Ooh, that's a good one. Pixel Drangulus. Yeah, you're right. We don't have a regular Drangula, actually. Thank you for the pixel redeem, Rook. Leather Curas. That's probably worse than the copper plate. I'm just going to assume that. Going to redraw your pixel, dude? Oh, really? Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Like, if it's okay that you bring your own pixel. Let's see if she despawns if my magic is out. Well, she didn't die. White corsage. Like I feel like I would like to kind of remove her because it's just nice to have the one character, but I want to be faithful to the game's decisions as well. So we'll keep her there until we see the potential downfall of not having her with us. Dragula by Rob Zombie. It's just like easier. It's not like people say if you picture your boss naked, it's easier to like handle them, right? I don't know if that actually works. I like people always say this. I always hear this advice. Like I don't know, but that's just weird to me. I'd rather picture him like falling on banana peels or something like that. And then he just recovered from some mistake with his wife or her husband. Some sort of domestic issues is better. I love you. Oh. So he offers up a rose to her? Wait. Hold on a second. I need to discover this. Come on, boners. What? I love you. Yeah, that's so cool. I love you. Don't reject me. Don't reject me? I love you. Don't reject me. I love you. And look at look at how many sprites of animation this guy gets. This random enemy, look at him when he sits down. He gets like 4 extra frames of animation. This random enemy, and he has. Ah! I love it, dude. This has so much character. You killed him? Yeah, but basically, I'm just doing Charlotte a favor. Shard is being heavily simped on, okay? This is basically the casual Amaranth viewer. Zucchini guy over here. This is casual Amaranth watcher. Average, not casual. Average Amaranth viewer. Wow, that really made a change. Oh, I see a weapon. So much breakables and so much things. I love you! I love you! Got the axe again. We should probably try out the axe then, huh? I like that he's just like using traditional Belmont stuff. She ain't. Claymore. Oh, we got the cutlass as well. A large Scottish blade. Scottish. Skotska blade. Oh yeah, it's a meaty one. Okay, but we can still like... We can't be fancy. He's not too fancy. Tag team. A basic combination where both partners take turns attacking. Up an X. It's not this one. Ribito Breku! Yeah, this has so much detail to it. This is beautiful. I'm glad I don't remember this. If you know what I'm saying. Always like when you play good games. I apparently had no focus on this when I played it back in the day. That's why I'm saying like this has to be like a casual bathroom game where I play like I tried it out. I don't know. I remember Dawn of Sorrow specifically because I think Dawn of Sorrow I played through at least twice. And like I was like, wow. But maybe I checked out a bit after that. Also, bear in mind that I probably didn't care too much about the small things. Like how the game looks or feels, all that stuff. Did I miss a room? I mean, it's surrounded by a... That's fine. But the room is surrounded by two grids that are not revealed. Oh yeah, of course, I can't stop him. There's a wall here, but axes don't care about walls. I just started this, yeah, I did. A leather whip. But like, even though some of these moves seem potentially unnecessary, I still love doing some extra movement. So even though it's like, okay, if you're doing it well, you're optimizing like 10%. But I love pressing buttons, so I'm still going to take it. Market Street. What language is that then? Victorians? What should Victorians send power up sub-weapons in the game, huh? Oh, we got our first 3D model. I just keep pressing the wrong button, sorry. New game, new buttons. Merchant. Station. Oh yeah, it looks like a station sign as well. Probably true. Funky zombies ever. Yeah, they're like, their heads are wacky. And they're so jittery. Could you stay?
Surely. Jonathan.
Stay. Up is just limit break. Stay. Oh, with this button, okay. You stay here. And I will Try that again.
Yeah!
Good old Peeping Eye. Peeping Eye was like the best summon. Hey, can he drop? I gotta figure out. Does anybody know in chat already? How many dudes can drop stuff in this game? Because, you know, the previous Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow, they started going full hog on the whole monster. Pretty much most of them. So if Peeping Eye here drops, I'm a farm Peeping Eye for a good reason. Call upon to use their skill or magic with R. Oh yeah, now I can use that stuff with her, with that. And now it's not gonna be a soul, it's gonna be a pickup item, so please don't die off screen. It has a 1% drop that shows you break. It is a 1%. Chat. Chat. Do you believe? Do you believe in the golem? You're crazy and always grind it out. I tend to do like bursts of grinding. Oops. That's probably a bad idea. So I tend to like limit myself to like, okay, I'll kill like 30 times. I don't like that he goes off screen though, because I need his pickup. Ten more, and if we don't get it, we don't get it for now. I lost count. Ooh, that's not it though. Or is it? I for decay. I don't think that's it. What was that? It was a headpiece. Oh, that was lucky. That was like 20 something. Where's my save point? Ah, we'll get it. Don't worry. He says confidently. Oh, it's actually not too far away because of the minecart. Oh, we already saw it. But it's on the roof though, so... Doesn't really matter. It was...
Blink. Jonathan! Jonathan! Jugglerman!
Yeah, you might push that guy. I'm kind of thinking about getting into playing some Zelda 2 as well. So I'll just relay some upcoming stream ideas that I've had. These might be changing, by the way. as everything that I say that I will do on stream. But my current ideas of what I'd like to stream that are going to come up if no other things change is I would like to play... first of all, we're going to play Mighty 7, a replay during some... either for partner celebration or birthday. Might be partner celebration time. And I wanted to... I've forgotten what I wanted to do. There was one thing that I was reminded of right now that I was going to mention. I forgot about that. But I was also considering doing an actual setting off a specific time frame where we just play Metroid games. Because get this one, Chad. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I have legitimately not played Metroid games at all. I have played potentially a total of 20 minutes of random just trying out Metroid games. I have not played them. For no good reason other than the typical, I never set off time to do it. No Metroid games whatsoever. So I kind of, maybe we can do like a whole, I don't know, a month or whatever. That might be too long, but just set up some time where we just like go through the basic Metroid and just keep playing Metroid games until I have a good grasp of the series. I would definitely want to at least play Metroid NES, Super Metroid, and then Metroid Prime and Metroid Dread. But I think maybe it would be cool to just do a franchise. Feels like it's been longer, bro. Oh, well. We can always make it double as long or more than that. I appreciate your patronage and your viewership, as well as everybody else lurking out there as well. Metroid Fusion. Yeah, so and that's the thing. The GBA Metroids are good too. So I wondered maybe that could be a cool little project that we can take on. But now I forgot about the other game that I was going to mention, which started this conversation by its own. What was that? Zelda 2. Thank you. Zelda 2. Thanks, chat. So I actually want to play a little Zelda and maybe even practice some speedrunning of Zelda 2. Just casual practice for like no actual big goal in mind than to just get better at the game. Because I just love that game, man. And my first playthrough was recently, and I always loved watching people speedrun that game, and I just like the look of it. But that's a very potential goal, so... Just a very cozy game. Should get some more coffee while it's still... This was incredibly good. AM2R for Metroid, if you can acquire it. AM2R. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. What was that? That was like a fan modification? That was pretty well known. Total fan remake. I mean, it sounds dope, doesn't it? To play through the series, I don't know. I definitely want to at least play the... That's the thing, like, I want to play the good ones, but then again, there's so many games that are good or people would like to see anyway of the series, so that's why my franchise take would be a good idea. Alright. I think we did manage to save. First boss. Oh, it's just the head. Don't worry about it. Classic knight style. Oh, that was Where's Dullahan? The game is running perfectly. Okay, so in this instance, I definitely... Wow. I did not like her. She just took all my magic by getting hit there. Okay, I don't know how his attacks work. I feel a potion here is wasteful. I'll just take the one. I'll just... do a restart if it's not meant to be. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a cool image. Yeah, she's got a death wish. She wants to help out, but in the boss fight, don't stand in front of the boss and hit it, okay? Fart. I love fart. I'm so funny, dude. No wonder I'm a streamer. Start with Metroid 1 from Maximum Pain. That's the idea, of course. I would go chronological if I would do it. Woo. Woo. No, I turn around to backdash. Oh no! Cool. I like a difficult boss. But maybe a different weapon? I'll get so incapacitated, but I like using this one though. Incapacitated. Cutlass is just 12. I guess it... way shorter though. Yeah, could be good. Let's see. Maybe her spells could do more damage. That could also be a thing. That's not bad. Oh yeah, that's the ground. Oh wow, yeah. Exactly. I saw like the bar there. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that took the cake. Give me that lag, DS!
Whew, that monster just now seemed to be the core of the magic energy.
Meaning Browner can't use the castle's power now.
No, not quite. His control of the castle's power has decreased a bit, but...
Decreased a bit?
I think there's something else.
My, oh my. I knew I smelled something. Seems like some maggots got inside.
The vampire!
My, such attitude. You dare disrespect somebody of my caliber? I am a lady, Lady Loretta. As you said, your battle just now may have weakened us a bit. However, I do have some tragic news for you. This wasn't the only one of my father's paintings.
I know that. I can obviously tell by sensing the movement of the magical energy.
What an amusing sight. A child who fancies herself an adult. Let's take her, Charlotte.
Right with you.
I'm just gonna go right through her first. The whip!
you doing?
Unfortunately, I have strict orders from Father not to fight you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why did you stop attacking?
It was like some strange power was... Never mind. I'm sure it was nothing. Probably just imagined it. Sorry.
Oh well, like the vampire said, I sense other paintings. I can't pinpoint their location, no?
We'll just have to find them.
Let's head back to the castle.
She wrecked. She absolutely wrecked the boss. 100 out of 10 voice acting. La, la, la. Spring up Potter's shoulders to jump again in midair. That's so cool. Ow. Also. If you didn't mind the skeleton to just not tuxedo code. Ooh, luck increases. The finest of formal wear in classic black, of course. I want to go back to my climb. It was actually pretty nice when I got the technique for it because it has so good range. Well, partner. I know I didn't save after boss fight, man. We haven't really lost a lot of HP in normal fights. Whoa! The skeleton got some Castlevania 1 issues on him. Moonwalkers. Boots that enhance the ability to dash backwards? Huh? In what way? Is it longer? I guess it's like a slight increase. Yeah, it's like a 15% difference. Jumping pretty useless. I guess they have their strengths. There will be different bosses for physical to magical, I guess. That would be at least a good idea in my opinion if the game did that. The game feels amazing so far. And I'm just so impressed about whenever games have so many like every enemy. Just look at this guy. When he dies and falls apart, that's like fucking at least 15 frames of animation. Just well, for dying, it was like 10 frames or more. This is crazy. Sure, his body came apart and they could just like rotate the pieces a little bit, but still, there's so much attention to detail in random enemies and the background and the stuff that falls apart. So it's a pleasure to witness. There's a top location that I went, and there's a bottom. Okay. Plenty of places that I haven't gone yet. While pushing an object, call your partner to help you push. I see. Ooh, castle map? No. Gale Force. Tear through enemies with raging winds. Try before I forget it. Also have a raging fire there too.
Yeah, fuck!
We got... Can I switch between them, like, mid-equipment screen? No, I gotta go in here. Okay. The mace... 22 damage. Ooh. That's even slower than the Claymore, I feel. I really put a lot of love in this game, yeah. Another teleport. I guess we have the save point right next to the other one, but let's just keep looking. Maybe it's just down here. Nah. Oh, we're back here now. I'll just take the save. Vampires and gothic Lolita outfits is a whole ass genre. Explain. To my friend. Okay. There's a friend who really is into that style, so just asking. So they would be heads up. Gotta look out for a friend, you know. Guilty stolen. Frankson. A Norman sword with a wide crescent-shaped blade. Norman sword? Falchion? What? Did they mean a Norman? What did they mean Norman? Did they mean Norwegian and Nordic? That's not Falchion origin. Fashion? What did you say?
Fortune.
Fortune? Is that how you say it?
Fortune.
Fortune. Why was it so loud?
Fortune. Fortune.
Fortune. Fortune. I thought it was Falchion. Wow, man. That's what happens when you never look up. Fortune. The Normans. Normandy. Latin. Originate. France. So who are the Normans? Normandy? I'm history lessons with Golem. Normandy. And Northwestern Europe. Duchy of Normandy. Region of France. Okay, so they can say Norman for Normandy. Ah. See, I didn't know where Normandy was, but I did not know that I've heard of Normandy, but I did not hear about Norman from Normandy. Charlotte, help. I love that screen. Boosts Khan temporarily. We got a Hoopalanda. Which was this? Hero's Cape as well. Was that for her? Yeah, just a con boost. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It just reminds me of Metal Slug. When I see that kind of circled explosion with good detail, I just like, Metal Slug! Hey, Narmo. Bloodstain has a vampire boss called Bloodless who dresses the same way, and one of the villains in So I'm a Spider, So What is a human reincarnated as a vampire who does the Gotham leader thing too. One that catches in Overlord as well. You are apparently very well versed in the Lolita Gothic lore. And those were specific games. Congratulations. Iron Order, I assume. Isn't just the bloodstained lady the protagonist himself a little bit like that? What was her name? Maria? Can I go up there with the thing? Doesn't look like there's any secret there. John Bloodstain. Committed lesbian. So when do you take a test for that? Alright, she's a committed one. She's a committed queer. She has it on her tests. Velvet ribbon, is that part of the attire? First of all, she can also use the same things. Nun's shoes. White corsage. Small snow. What was that bonus? 1 defense. It's still nice to hoop land. What would we get? Hobo clothes. Don't steal chat's clothing. Didn't I get like a ribbon? How was this one? Good. Mini devils always get out of the way. So many items, man. They're definitely not being cheap with the pickups. We played this game for under an hour. An hour, okay, fine. But I've talked a lot and I've stood still. So we played the game for an hour. And they're just slapping us with stuff constantly. I need to go to that extra room down there. There's no other way around it. Does the asylum know you're here, committed? Committed L? Committed Albion? We have your names. Just an axe. Maybe that dude can drop something cool, the enemy, but that was also, that hurt me a lot. So many copper plates, guys. I get it. I get it. You have copper plates. Okay, well, that's nice. Move your eyes. Can go up left and right here. Also have this. Get. And nothing. Goggles. Thick glasses, I mean. And we don't have a way to deal with this. It's like I should take a screenshot of this exact... Because if I take a screen cap, I know exactly what's going on and I see the map at the same time. I'm gonna be lazy and do it. Probably gonna forget that I did. Anyway, but I have it now. Throw a shot through the hole. Charlotte! Ah! That wasn't the part of our moveset. It is now. So I'm just going out of the castle, or at least to the other side there, as possible. According to the gear screens, it's called Carrot. What? How did I mess up that? Is it 8 characters? Yeah. So it's 8 characters. They're like, I'll have to do them. I'll have to do them. That was max when we input our own name, right? So that's just like their own thing, I would assume. Oh wait, what was the screen over here? There was this entire midsection that I just forgot about. Do you see? We can play like this instead. Do you see what I'm pointing at? This one. This is more engaging, I think. This is more realistic, at least to the small screen. We need to be goals focused, goal oriented chat gaming. This takes so long to go through a song because it's so much up and down. It's momentum, not momentum, but movement. Oh! I died, unfortunately. So I'm watching from my high tower. It's the perfect size. It'll be even better stream setup if I put that key onto the gamepad. Well, actually, this would have been a good use for the... I bought a specific Elgato hardware that I've never used once. I forget about it. I bought the foot pedal, as stupid as that sounds. But it's like specific use cases that I just haven't gotten to yet. So I know I will be using them as long as I remember to use it. But it will specifically be good for some other segments that I can use. Specifically when I end up doing a planned stream in the future, which is going to be like solo D&D, role-playing with myself. That's going to be slight of a different setup. And I will be using the foot pedal to change things so I can actually have hands off, but still have hands on, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, what is in that room over there? Love me, please. It's an open area. Okay. Oh, and it's a teleporter. That's at least good. Shortcut for later. How do you solo D&D? With a lot of creativity. So I'm not gonna holy lightning spill all the beans. But as long as you have the like just use improv and be creative, you can. The world is at your fingertips with that. Supposed to cheat if you are your own GM, yeah. Well, I can cheat every character if I'm that. That's the key. Hey Lars. Cool game, very cool game. I'm so happy I've forgotten all about this game. Because I can remember... Usually when I play games like this, like, it's one of the games that I've played before. It's a slow, like, oh yeah, and then this leads into that, into this, and then yeah. But with this game, it's like... I remember, like, oh! And that's lost. Just like it's the slightest of things. So it's still, like, completely unknown to me. Like, I remember jumping on the shoulder, like, when I saw it. Oh, I remember jumping on the shoulder. Could not remember the boss fight that was next. Cannot remember the skills, the moves, the limit breaks. I'm lost.
I'll make you a deal.
It's item display. So, I can, like, make...
Thank you. I'll make you a deal.
I didn't see it on your display, sir. Is that the shop thing? Is that the online experience? You set up your shop and people can buy it online? That's crazy. How do you know it's Jump? Because I'm you. I'm you, me. That will be the experience. Just like role-playing 3
Schwarzeneggers, okay. You walk into the bar. I have a drink. You have to pay. I don't want to pay. You have to pay. What does it cost? I don't know. Who am I in this room? You come into the bar too. I also want a drink. You have to pay. I do have to pay, but you have to pay. I want to pay.
That's a bit that will be boring in like 5 minutes, but then it's the thing. Castle map 2. Blank book. A book so frightening the words ran away, leaving it blank. I don't trust it. Comet fatigues are 9,800. Just decor. Extravagantly decorated 17th century coat. Sunglasses. Protects from ultraviolet rays, always important. The hat of a true aristocrat. Cat. Aristocat is a movie. Black veil of sadness. Engineer boots. Silent sandals. 200,000.
I do have to pay.
Thank you for the 100 bids, Matt. TTS has been silent recently. He's off. I didn't buy the shurikens. It doesn't even say stock. Now I could just bought the Yagyu shuriken. Ugh. Already so many things. Tuxedo code is 2,500. It sells for 12,000, the one we got.
Thank you.
Weird that we can sell things that is also that we're currently wearing. That's a bit dodgy, scary. There are some things you need for quests. You only get one of ever. Yeah, I probably won't sell a lot of things. But the weapons should be fine. But maybe, yeah, I'll just be not selling much in the future. Thanks for the advice. Can I, like... Yeah. Just checking for jump boost stuff. But it doesn't go upwards, only downwards now. This is not high enough, is it? Definitely not. So we try to continue right? I guess if I just hit early enough, I don't need to dash backwards either. After attacking with the whip, hold Y to let it drop. Ooh, can we do the swingies?
Yeah! Oh.
Slap you. Bad Charlotte. Bad Charlotte. A tangent. When did they first make this? Was it like Castlevania 4? The most of a Super Castlevania. That would be Castlevania 4, isn't it?
Charlotte, Jonathan.
Also a game I haven't personally played yet. They didn't name it for. Yeah, but it's just like essentially a CV4. $20. Gap! Okay. Yeah, they're still putting on the pain. Look at that, that's our whip. That's our whip right there. He didn't even hit it. Oh no. Oh, they're just like, you can actually just walk over them. Okay, good. I'm like, they just give you the whip. They right before the screen, they give you this thing, and then you're not even using it on the bus. Okay, design, interesting. Girls' eyeliner missing are a bit. She's thrusting the air. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Hey, Ryan.
Charlotte, Jonathan.
Can't push. Oh, wow. Knife. Knife. Yeah, yeah! Buried chamber. Hey, Golem. That seems like lousy damage. I didn't see. They died at least, so. Didn't play this one, I need to play it now. You must.
I make a pretty good one. Maybe you can make a better one.
Hey, dorks!
A better one.
You're having a wonderful morning. Thank you for the year! Thank you for the year, dork. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Golden Club. Enjoy your ad-free viewing in your emoted style. I still haven't added any more animated emotes to my tier 2 and tier 3 slots. It's not like the most precious priority, but they're there. And I also have 2 normal animated emote slots as long as I use the Twitch alert system. Which I should use. I could just use it for like a raid alert or whatever. The magic bar flashing because it's like limit break stuff. Also really cool PNG in the back here. This is not special, but I just like it. I like the look of it. Really good pung. Mudman. She looks exactly the same as Symphony of the Night, the Shade Lady, and she died the same way too. I need to actually do the dash jump for this one. Good job though. I'd rather take the other way around though. HP Max. Hey, look at that. You're sensing a lot of Jonathan hostility. I'm not. John hostile. But right now, Jonathan's not pulling his weight. Compared to the girl, but he's nicer to use in the regular territories though, so I like that idea. She seems to be better on boss fights and he just seems to be better just walking around and doing shit. He's the busyware guy. Oh. Basically, what's the dude called? I forget. The guy with the hat and the mummy face. NES game? Shadow Man? Shadow Man? I see you. Dark Man. That's the one. Thanks. Stub? Nah, Darkman's correct. Teleport. Whoa. That's cool. That's neat. Okay, they went cheap on the death animation there. Oh, he's a one-time affair? Now we got mermans instead. Yeah, I know it's like him turning to ash, but I'm still saying it's cheap. Like, the thing is, I'm not saying it's bad, but when they're giving us like neat death animations, then I'm always curious to see what are they gonna do next, right? And when I see something like that, I know it's like, okay, they didn't, like, they can say that's like, oh, it's just, you know, how it's intended to be. Original in a way, but it's still boring. Probably just wanted to save time. Yeah, adding explosions to everything, that's the laziest way, but... A lazy man is still in the corner. I'm a lazy man? Invisible man. Even if he goes invisible. Ooh, more stuff. Boiled starfish. Okay. Has a firm yet slightly elastic texture. Sounds like a quest item. So which Belmont? We're not. We're Jonathan Morris. I looked to the other side. Try to just damage boost myself to the other side, but he didn't want it. He'd have none of it. But I think we met a Belmont called Wind. Bandana. I'm not gonna use a bandana, I got my eye for decay. It's very good though. Do you want to use it, Charlotte? I mean, Carrot? No. Carrot does not care for it. I just use another weapon instead of... Nah, it's okay, we'll recharge. Max. It's Jonathan Morris. Games containing story from Castlevania Bloodlines. Uh-huh. Yeah, God. Bats. Cool bat. Another good copper plate. Can't have enough of those. Hey, Zanclon. Hello, Rain. How you doing? Wow. So I guess the damage boost is more reliant on which side of the enemy you are on, like 50-50 in terms of hitsbox. Hitsbox. Not facing direction. Skelerang. Oh. Oh god, Skeleton got the shit out of me. This is not a good time for death. But he was not gonna attack me. It has not been a save point in a while.
I thought you would appear, the one who imposes upon my master. He's swirling with black magic. I read about him. Dracula's eternal servant to death.
Dracula isn't this castle's master anymore. Why are you here?
My, what an odd thing to say. Drank to Lord...
Line?
The castle belongs to Lord Drangulus, to him and no one else. I get it. You've joined forces with Browner because you're thinking of resurrecting Drangulus, aren't you?
I actually want them to say Drangulus and he to say Dracula.
Browner, who are you talking about?
There's no point in playing dumb. We already know the current master of this castle. He's a vampire by the name of Browner. Somebody told us. A ghost.
Vampire Browner, even with my power? I didn't sense that. It seems I have been dormant for far too long.
Well, tell me you didn't know. Well, it doesn't matter. You're connected to Drangulus. That makes you my enemy.
Ha! You're no match for me. Your father was much stronger than you, and now he's dead.
Don't compare me to my dad!
Calm down, Jonathan! You can't beat him without a strategy! Oh, and to think he needs a little child to admonish him. Sorry, Charlotte.
Whenever someone mentions my dad, I just lose it.
That's alright. It's not like you started hating your dad just now, but what's the point of getting angry at someone who isn't even here?
It's because he's not here.
Oh, okay, that makes... interesting.
Listen, my father only taught me the basics of fighting. Then he went and got himself killed. I'm doing the same thing today. This whip I can't even use. He was always so selfish.
There must have been a reason. You have to understand the truth of why you've had to fight until now without the whip's power.
Maybe so. But now Drangulus may be reviving and I can't even use the power that I'm meant to use. Even though my dad could.
That's true, but...
Enough with all this talk about my dad. Talking won't change a thing. Come on, let's go. When death makes an appearance, Drangulus can't be far away.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, not a save point for some reason. Really selfish of him to check notes. Die. What? You need to buy the strategy guide, Jonathan.
Jonathan, buy the guide! Jonathan! Jonathan.
Another...
Jonathan.
What will it be today?
How are things?
Supersonic punch? Go to the butcher in town and mince some meat to get ground meat.
Try. This is your training.
I'll make you a deal.
Uncurse, neutralize, curse, poison. They're cheap. Same as before.
Thank you.
Please subscribe, Jonathan. Has it been 2 hours? Let's take a short break. Take a short break, chat. Take 5. Ooh. Ooh. Talking is useless. Die by the sword is the solution. With the pen is mightier than the sword, so they can stab the pen in their neck. His father's name is Wind or something. Take 5, everybody! I'll be right back. More Vangania coming up soon. Click those links and check those clips, and I'll be back with you homies soon. Peace and peace in, peace out. See you in a moment. Gaming. Yeah, that's my life. I just want to play some video games. We just found the ruin. This is fun. Look at this guy. He's just having a good time. A little bit of a too good time, I think. Yeah, yeah, what? Yeah, yeah, what? No. Ah! This is bullshit. Okay, I got it. I'm on my way. I swear, I will, if I find any similar things in real life, I will shit a slap out of it. I liked his first one though. He just said like, no, people like fantasy too much. Here's the deal. The Shire, the Worcestershire Shire, the Flamble Goblins of the Hungerdungus, the Flimble Blungus, the Frogenshigen, the Hobbitus Maximus, Bilbo Bungus Bagraito. No, just like Shire. Like people stop having these elven names of Greyhound the Strevelhander. You know? I totally get it. What's going on? Why am I having doubts about life existence and the planar existence of... I didn't choose to look up at this time. What's going on, mother, father? What did I do? Why am I looking up for my... Why am I spitting? I'm not doing anything. What happened there? Whoa!
Good day. I'm looking for a friend. She's escorted by 2 Grobo clones.
That was not what I didn't expect that to go that badly. Hello, I'm looking for a woman escorted by 2 Grobo clones. Fill it with lad, boys! Get him out! Oh, you stink of rotten green elderberries. It doesn't even exist. If you were a mascot, you would suck. Ow. Rapacious Andre. Ah, Frenchman. Let's not take them with us. It's glitching out. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Yeah. Trolls regenerate. Oh, no, no, no. No, no. No, no, there. He's dead. He's dead. That's... No. That is not an animated dead troll. That's... Ah! Fine. Look at my hair. This is some art here. Just been in the basement for 12 hours designing a circle. You okay, Wolfgang? Huh? No. Have you eaten today? Depends on what day it is. My favorite thing to do is the king when if I press the button right before he climbs. Not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can just walk up ladders like that without using their hands.
For we are many.
For we are many.
Wow, he really agreed to that really quickly. Strong.
I think I had the bottom bits there, but...
Woo! You're well, my friend. Not too much video gaming at the moment while I'm moving. Yeah, I heard about... I didn't remember that you were moving!
My
Am I tall? I look tall. I am 183 centimeter. Hey, Sleepy. Hey, Skeleton Man. How you doing? I am like not tall, but average, over average. Okay. He is tall. I don't know. I guess Nordic people are generally a lot of tall. So 183 over here is like average plus, just like slightly average plus. I think most men are around 180 or something, 179, 180. It's the Nordic thing. Is it at 6 feet? You're 178. That was the average when I was born an eternity ago. 165. Dude, short king start. It's so much nicer for your body, so you should be happy. The taller you are, the worse you're off health-wise. Walkabout. So, I mean, if you are also short enough, that is also another health problem, though. So, there's always swings and roundabouts. Where was I at? Over there. Okay. Portal time. So yellow is painting and blue is portal. Dude, it's like I remember very small things about this. This is one of the games that I've remembered the least of that I've played. Like most games are kind of like, oh yeah, you do this and do this, but here's just mini glimpses. So many mini glimpses. It's weird. It's like it's a fractured memory. Man, this weapon is efficient. Die, Persephone. Don't you dance to me. Oh, it's got the ghost vacuum. Move to Ireland. Average height is lower here. Are you a king in there, Sleepy? King? Are you king of Ireland? That's awesome. Ah, but... oh man, we can't even go up there yet. Need height. Okay, now I need to replay this one too. I am Fedekin's worst influencer enemy. So many times I've heard Fedekin like, you make me play all these games. I should have played the other game. I should be playing Pal World, but here I am being influenced. Are you burnt out of Pal World, Fedekin, or are you still going? I'm not really burnt out, but I'm not gonna play it as much as I've done in the current last 3 days. I still want to get to complete the game. Like, complete the game in terms of all the bosses and whatever. Maybe even catch them all, we'll see. But I definitely just want to make a new base. I've started already making a new base. And I finally found an important new resource that actually was pretty close to me, but I just never walked into that specific area. That took longer than it should have. You're doing less hours than me per day. I'll probably be doing the same now, though. I'm not gonna play 12 hours anymore. Supposed to be skull vacuum cleaner. That's correct. Whoa, was that a 2-hit? That was a 2-hit. Oh. Drip, drip, goo.
Jonathan!
Relink next week? What's that? Gotta go play the game so you can complete it again. What's the island full of snakes? I'm curious because people said that they had a history. They had a history of not completing games, or not updating games. I mean, okay, my words are wrong. Of not patching and updating games. But considering their success, it will just be a money move in the future to make that patch. I don't know if that actually hit the thing. Look at Jonathan being pissed off. Oh, this is actually perfect. Okay, well, that wasn't perfect. He's doing work, look at him! That's great! I'm not seeing the damage pops though for him, so maybe a different weapon? You're doing great, Jonathan, keep going. No, stay here. Jonathan! Good. Keep going. I hit him once. If it works, it works. I'm in the sweet spot here. Oh, apparently not. No, Jonathan. Okay, so that doesn't touch me, the green at all. Jonathan's taking a break. Oh yeah, because of course. I believe in you, Jonathan. What a funny fight. No, Jonathan. You had it. No, it did the thing. Bad timing. So obviously we weren't doing a lot of damage there. That wasn't going too well. Okay, so the 2 hits are pretty nice for Jonathan. But maybe we can get an even better, less mana consuming thing. It's okay, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, careful. No, you messed it up. Dingus. Take a fire! Yeah, it's taking damage every night. I have to hit the face. So much care in this game, but Konami are not interested in being this kind of developer anymore. Most developers aren't. You saw an interview, Frekin. The Japanese devs. It was very entertaining. They had no clue what they were making. So for the future or currently? They're like, I don't know what this game is, or was it like the what updates are? Well, I don't know. Can I have 2 capes? No, that's for her. Okay. Can I have more defense right now? That would be good. Oh, Don Coyote. Reading Don Coyote makes us better. Can I have 2 heroes capes? I guess no. Maybe, because it said like you don't have enough and he's also wearing one. Holy Lightning, summon lightning in the shape of a cross. We can also potentially try this one out. Okay, that's alright. Jonathan, get your timing straight. Jonathan? I don't trust him. Oh, that's my spell. I actually summoned Don Coyote. Well job, John. This is gonna take its time. Okay, next one we got him. John. Was it getting smaller? Oh, it's getting smaller, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. No? John? I mean, we're dealing damage to it. John! Stop taking damage, John! John! Nah, I desummoned him. Take that, gamers. It's almost like I'm doing something wrong. I'm seeing numbers. No? Okay. It was just very tanky. Interesting. Is he dead? If you had a game for 3+ years, Craftopia of a Dungeon, and you don't really see that many players or sales, it makes sense to just give them a monthly patch. Makes sense is not a strong word for people that don't like it, though.
Jonathan.
They were making power in Unity, but I had performance issues. They switched to Unreal, but never programmed in Unreal before. Yeah, but like knowing what they do in the game in terms of engine is different from having a vision. But I like that too. To be fair though, they did create a pretty good engine in Unreal I mean, good game. It functions... Oh, double jump. Already. If they're clueless, they're doing a pretty good job. For being clueless. So it's almost like I kind of want to... I'm not going to wait, but if I could say cool things and stick to them, I would say like... I'd like to wait until the AI gets better. There's so much things that I'd like to do in my camp currently that they can't. Because AI is bad. What? So, oh, but yeah, the game is legendary. For anybody that's still not sure about it, a minute, of course. If it looks like it's your kind of game, then yes. Many people, including myself, has made the remark like, this is like the one game that actually works when people just have this idea that I want to make every game. Because that's the thing that generally does not work. Come on, you. But for some reason, they got it working. They made every game into one game, and it works. I want a Pokemon, I want Valheim, I want like GTA. Because you got the cops and you can get wanted and they chase you down. You can do that stuff too. Capture, make a building, base. Also, I just confirmed, by the way, you remember I said like, if the game had like, what if they even had headshots for weapons? They do! You can even shoot headshots at the pals. So they even got the FPS aspects nailed down too. Every pal has a weak spot that you can shoot. So it just got, and of course it's got co-op for the people that have people to play with. So it just got so much stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, they brang this tune back, huh? They brang? You know, that's not the real word you can use, Golem. They brang the tune back. You say bring or brought? Brang is your own. Ow. I guess I can just like do a normal attack because it hits twice. Not when I'm jumping though. You brang. If you, oh god. Hi. Oh. I gotta hit this one more. Maybe it has different things to hit. If you ring someone and they're drunk, you brang. I brang of my ex last night. I brang my ex. Oh, if it's a bro ring, it's a brang. Bro, you got some time for a call right now? I don't think I got time, dude. It's a brang. Fuck, okay. It's a bro ring. They say that they added guns just because Americans like to shoot things. Are they insulting Westerners now? I mean, the best part is like they add stuff in because it seems like they don't even know what they're doing, but then again, they're making the game that everybody loves to play. It's so great. It's like a game that tries to insult the player and whatever. Like, we don't know what we're doing. Also just hits people that are actually developing games, spending their time, and then you have like the biggest hit of all. And they're saying like, we don't actually know what we're doing. But we just can't help making good games because that's just our nature, apparently. And I love the people hating on the game. It was so predictable. You just have to jump over it. But I can't help them stay there. I guess there's no puzzle, it's just jumping, I guess. I thought there was going to be a puzzle, but no, it's just jump over the thing. So many people are mad at the copyright stuff. Oh, they're stealing content and they're doing this. Oh, the developer's been into AI before. Like, people are just mad. It was so predictable. People are going always to be pissy about someone's success. Definitely if it's like any sort of way connected to a career choice, I have to make a stand. Twitter loves it. But that's what's so great about it. The more people that get angry for no good reason, the better the game is usually. The best one is, I think the best remark they made is like they're stealing from Pokemon. Let's see here. Do we have a picture? Plagiarism thing between... Yeah, here you go. This is a very good picture to show people that say like, they're stealing from Pokemon. Well... if they're trying to connect Pokemon to this... Look. We got some similar ones from Dragon Quest to Pokemon, okay? If they're drawing lines between Pokemon and Pal World, we can draw a line between Dragon Quest and Pokemon, so that just immediately like, well, that's the same argument. Doesn't work, does it? People just want to like, come on! He liked AI, he made something with AI before, and then he's making these things. Look, there's, how many Pokemon are there? How many Dragon Quest monsters are there out there? And they're cute and small, which means that they're not too graphic, right? How many different things you can make to make it absolutely unique anyway? If you have a chibi style art for anime or whatever, there's just a limited amount you can make before it's going to look like it's been taken from somebody else. Oh, it's the exact same red color that the Ash Ketchum wears. Oh, must have been stolen. This guy's cool. He was probably stolen from somebody. Look, this guy is stolen from like Egypt. Castlevania, they stole from Egypt. What a low blow. That might be Tutankhamun, Sphinx. How dare they steal from history? Many of the non-Pokemon models in Power are from like 2020 to 2021. Ow. Charlotte? This has a good range to it. But it only lasts for... little bit. I'm almost dead. And now that the dragon is dead, it's not going to respawn. Let's save. That respawned though. And the dragon decided to respawn. Okay. So now the dragon respawned and that Sphinx respawned. That's good to know. Egypt has a copper and pharaohs. They do. Sarcophag guy. He was more fun before. Jonathan, it's your fault. She summons him like he's scolding him. Jonathan, what did I do? Hey, Fab. 6 million copies so far, and that's not counting Game Pass. This is not an efficient weapon over here, and now I might be dying. I guess in general that's just bad against these. Let's have a potion, shall we? Okay. Yeah, she's doing the damage. That was an intentional damage boost. Don't worry. Oh, I have double jump now. I gotta remember that. Did you just jump on her broom? She did. Fleemans. That was not a save point. I was hoping that would be a save point. Legend make hello. Did I miss anybody else? Fleemans. God's most funny animals. Just give me a save point. Fine. No. I'm a bit surprised to find you inside of my painting. You must be Browner. How dare you? Show my father some respect. Calm yourself, Stella. What could they possibly know about respect? They're just humans, after all. Indeed, I am Browner, master of this castle. You trying to revive Drangulus? What the hell are you up to? Dracula, you say? Sister? Watching these fools get worked up can be so entertaining.
It seems you have no intention of reviving Drangulus.
Why is it necessary to revive Lord Dracula? In the last few centuries, he's failed at controlling humanity. I will wait no longer. For the sake of my beloved daughters, I will take this world from mankind Humans bring death and ruin to everything of beauty. His color game is out of this world, man. If you're not after Drangulus, why has the castle been resurrected? Lord Dracula's power is great, I recognize that. And through this castle, that power will allow the world to be reborn.
You only want to use Drangulus power? It shouldn't be possible to separate Drangulus from his magic.
Oh, but it is. What a clever young lady. So long as I possess the power of the painting, I'll have no trouble at all. I might have divulged information I should have divulged, but I did. Father, you need not waste your time on such insolent pests. What did you say? Yes, allow me to demonstrate how utterly pathetic they are. Well, no need to be hasty there. At the moment, Dracula's faithful servant is sniffing around my castle. Disposing of him is our first priority.
But, Father...
You two have nothing to worry about. Please retire to a safe place and get some rest. Go on your own paintings. Go to your rooms. You heard me. We can dispose of this trash at any time. I have a room too. Browner, huh?
He has incredible power. Just the sight of him could drive an ordinary person mad.
Yep, good thing we're anime.
Look, at least we're alive.
Yeah, I'll make him regret it over ever crossing paths with us. Can I save points? Somewhere over the rainbow, save point time. Save point. No. Okay. Ow! Hey! The Baka knife again? The witch broom double jump, man. Was it a Baka knife? Huh? I thought it was a Baka knife. It was, but they're actually using it as an equip thing. Emphasize offense for him, huh? You suck. Like, I'm not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna do anything and do anything. Oops. Pumpkin pie. No save points. Crystal necklet. There we go. We're good. Necklet. Constitution and defense containing pure cold winter air. Oh, he can't even use it. I kind of like her more at the moment. A little bit more reliable. That I can't reach. I guess for this, he's still good now. What an enemy. Yeah, jump. Good night. Teleport. Does she summon skeletons? Pretty sure that would drive an ordinary person mad. Funnies. I knew. Oh, it got. It was able to catch up. And there was a save point randomly on this side too. Hot damn. Can I jump back up? I don't think so. Well, we're back here. And there's a good brass knuckle. The goodlier brass knuckle. Definitely seeing some jump up there, but that's still not possible. Okay. Got it? What's the... So we can actually enter down here. Bye! This is such a Super Mario Brothers 2 place. And they also have Super Mario Bros. In Super Mario Brothers 3, you also have like this pit design. No, is that in 2 as well? Could be. Sorry, Doki Doki Panky Nanky. Doki Doki Panky Nanky. 3 has the quicksand, yeah. So 2 has the room, 3 has the same looking quicksand. Look at Jonathan. Helping out. I reacted with the wrong turn. I was hoping maybe they die instantly. Oh. Good job, Jonathan. Look at him go. Hey, he managed to get up there. Go here, Jonathan. You're not done. Good job. Also, if I'm using her, I can't see the hidden walls though. I gotta remember that. He's the one who's got the hidden wall thing. Defense spell that neutralizes range attacks. Is that range attacks including magical range attacks? Probably not. Did any of you guys play Harmony of Despair? Yeah. But it was tough, and I never played much more than 3 maps or something, but very cool. I'm low again on health. And we're far away from any comfy spots, but we still got potions left. Got the ectoplasmos. Hi. Good boy. Probably go for the... Can he though? Maybe not. Oh, the rush skill. 1,000 blades, attack with a hail of knives. That's a cool one. At least it's similar to the previous monster skills in the past. Could there be any secrets behind you, my friend? Okay. 2,000. Pretty hard, especially if you're trying to solo to farm drops. Never did that, but I will be totally down if I can find a way to set up a Army of Despair co-op with someone in the future. Interesting room. Supposed to be something under here. I'm gonna have to go back here later anyway. It looks like so. Yeah, we'll see. Just jump out of the screen. Bye, Fleeman. Going over there. I'll just go forward then, I assume. When do we get our beaver on? Oh, I don't know. I have to reserve at least like 4 hours for the sponsor stuff, but I'll probably be streaming a little bit over my normal time today, just because I don't want to stop playing Castlevania yet. I want to keep playing the Vanias. But I guess the stopping point would be at least 2 or 3 hours. For now! You want to use your axe? There, he did it. He tried at least. But this has no destination down, does it? This does not say it has a secret under here. I'm reluctant. At least currently, because of my health. Of course. At least it's not the other one. I thought it said Bangkok, but it's Bagnac. It's a Bagnac. Looks like Cestus, but I've never heard about it. A handled weapon whose name means Tiger Claw. I don't know what it means. Shy Holland. Gesundheit. Seems so rude to wreck an enemy before it even has a chance to properly spawn. Nah. That's totally good for me. So we're closing to a same point now at least. Having the map there is so unfortunate in a way, because constantly having the map there means that I'm just looking at the map the entire time. So I'm not even like memorizing the locations at all, because it's always right next to the main screen. So whenever I'm like curious, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go there. Very effective. Skeletons are great, man. You okay there? Oh, he was just hammering. So I gotta go up from this place to get to New York. And over here was like a... I remember jumping down, but I can still go here. Just gotta be careful not falling down again. There is something at the corner. Seems to be. Jonathan? There's like an empty space. Jonathan can't see it. How dare they give us an empty space? Ah, I got it. Great. Let's try this again. Ooh. A very heavy steel ball. Didn't even see it. It's weird, I kind of need to use him. I can swip? I can swap the peeping eye. But currently she's better to use here, but I like him normally. Ah, stop shooting me! Good. I forget that I don't have the axe on. Ah! Probably did cancel my attack. Go, Jonathan! Can't see anything. Hey, 26, how you doing? That was probably a bad idea to go out of the door, and it was, because now we gotta do this again. Holy moly! Stop it! What an aggressive guy. Oh, I can't pass through there, okay. So you play, you don't know if the online still works, but yeah, it'd be fun. I don't think it does work, no, because it was like a PS3, Xbox 360 thing. But I believe you can still get the game, but so I would assume that the best way to play it would be some sort of local connection. like a parsec style. Ah, yeah, okay. So playing it on one end and then having a good connection to each other and then using like just like local. The magic lamp broke. Online still works on Xbox at least. For the 360? Do they have the game available there? Dude, this guy's cool. Cool design. The bag knack goes away for now. Fuck! That was a lot of lost time. Fortunately got ruined, man. I need to get gooder. That would help big time. Dude! Dingus! Alert! Ah! Jonathan, help! I didn't see any special ones, did I? Square. Square. There we go. Xbox servers are still up. That's crazy. One damage, sir. I'd like one damage. That doesn't do damage, I go off screen. Ah! There was nothing there, except for the square. You gotta get the clean. You gotta get the clean map.
Jonathan.
He's got the better dash as well. Time to get an Xbox. Like, that's my one modern console so that I don't have right now. An Xbox. I think that I'm not... That's not so rare, to be honest. I think a lot of people have just like Switch and PlayStation, or just the Switch and PC. In terms of the newer ones, PS5, Series X, Switch. But they did announce, well, they didn't really announce, but Switch 2 has been confirmed by a retailer. If we are to believe the source, which I think is likely to be true. I don't know if anybody's confirmed it, but Nintendo hasn't really done a direct yet. The next direct is in March, is it? Does anybody know? $50 damage. Why did I do the same thing again, which I got damage from last time?
Beats me.
Of course, there was a save point right behind it. I love the Xbox Series X, but it is difficult to justify or recommend buying one with the lack of exclusive titles. Exactly. Like, the thing is, since it's Microsoft, they are most likely going to have the titles on PC as well. And more often than not, games that release on PC that also has console, I mean that also has Xbox, tends to be universal platforms, not just Xbox. But the new Visions of Mana, isn't it? That's gonna be Steam and Xbox only exclusive, at least for the month, like 6 months or whatever they will have. If they do decide to make it ported or not, or if they will release it. Demon's Souls and one other game that's exclusive. Bloodborne 2, you mean? Returnal used to be a PS5 exclusive, but now Returnal is on PC as well. Okay, she does no damage to her, but Jonathan does. Why is she walking like a clown? Oh no, don't do it. Jonathan, don't do it. 70 damage, Jonathan. Calm down. Love hurts. Ow. Ow, 60. Why'd you change it up? Okay. Well, that's hard to dodge, but I did. Oh, I thought I had the cross on. Oh, she has the cross on. Oh, we can try this one instead. I thought we had the cross on! Wow, how did I do that? I thought we had the croissant. Ooh, that's not the longest 1000 blade duration that I was expecting to be invulnerable there. She just walks inside of us.
Command me.
Command me. Jonathan, snap out of it. Does that work? Nope. I just equipped it with nothing, hopefully. Like, well, that didn't work. That was the 400 IQ move there, but it didn't work. Can I hit him? Get out of it. Snap out of it, John. Ow! 2 hits, 70 damage. Dude, fuck you, dude. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. When I hear, like, Lover's Temptation, I gotta change character. Oh, it does continue. We just cancel if we get hit. Ah! And I don't think... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I just pressed summon instead. Instead of change character. That was on me. That was on me. I pressed... I panicked and I just like let my thumb take the wheel at that moment. Good start. I hate that. Do not like that sand attack you're doing. I can't cancel either. Oh god, Jesus! Whoa! There's a big difference between the damage style here. What's dangerous? I actually can't use 1,000 blades because I can get hurt. I did this instead. 1 damage, good. What? I turned around because of misinputs. Okay, but so I can dodge the attack if I do that spell, but still. I think the rush is great, but I just end up getting hit all the time because I can't cancel into it. Oh! Perfect. And then suddenly it looked like it was a piece of cake, just because I just knew what to do now. From like death to like, just look at how easy this boss looks. Ow. Just like Dark Souls. Kinda. Well, it usually doesn't look that clean in Dark Souls. But I guess the first attempt was pretty good, so that's Dark Souls for you. First attempt good, next 5 is bad, then you're back to the first attempt, and then you can slowly get to win again. Charlotte! It's so fun, like, you know, I mentioned the sponsors timing out today. It's literally 6 p.m. today. If I haven't done the sponsor that I agreed to do, I will lose out on the money. I legitimately have it timed during the day that I have to do it. I blame Pal World. Pushing power. But it should be fine. It's like 6 p.m. my time. Wait, I have a square. I have a grid situation again. What? I can't rid my grid. Jonathan. Rid the grid. There it is. That's why everyone is playing Power. For what reason? Sponsors? No. At least there's one thing that Power do not need to do at this moment is to do marketing sponsorships. They did give out the game for free to a lot of US people, I think. Twitch gave out some copies. Do we leave this place now? I still have something unexplored over there. This guy. Maybe I can cancel it. I just need another button. Nah, everybody's playing Power because it's great. I just got addicted to Power, which is why I said no sponsors. I have 2 games that I need to play today. Or I will lose money and also lose cred, which is bad if you want to be alive. Okay, that sounded a bit extra. It's just paying rent. He's not gonna turn around, is he? Lose clout. Clout is that's it's different. Well, it's kind of, you know, you have to be cool to have clout. I think like clout chasing, fame chasing. What's a direct definition of clout? Like, I get known. You get your word out. People do clout chasing. You gotta sleep, Seraphim. Thanks for hanging out today. Sleep well. Hopefully the heat will be nice to you. He does have it on, right? Eye for the case there. Street cred, influence. I don't know. Does that work? It's not really people chasing their influence. They're influencing with their words, I guess. That's because of their clout. They're influencing people's mind. Do we have to look it up on a dictionary now? To divorce your ex, let me deal with every debt we had together. That sounds nice. That sounds healthy.
As part of the divorce, I don't want to pay the money, and you do.
Oh. That's the arrangement?
Yep.
Well, hopefully we get that figured out. Nah, but for the way I run the stream, it's sponsors are my bread and butter for paying my bills. Twitch money helps. Of course. And if my stream does better in the future, I don't need to feel so obligated to do them either, though, but we'll see what the future brings. Currently, my mind is mostly invested on, like, trying to get the move, and, like, my apartment's gonna go into renovation mode soon. So I know I need that to be my focus. Yesterday I was looking at tiles I need to choose for the bathroom. And I have no idea what I'm doing. You know? Oh, interesting move there. So I'm learning as I go, and my time limit's going to be a meeting in like 10 days. Time, is it? Something like that. Hey Matt, thank you for the 500 bits. Get yourself a coffee while doing that. That's nice. Why is the TTS just off? It's not worked today at all. Well, thank you anyway, Matt. Ow. So where do we go now that we gotten that skill? I know that we can go back to our main map because we had another thing that we could push. And this is just an extra spot. I don't think I could access that even with the double jump, could I? Now I'm already here, so now we might as well check. Nothing. This was a weirdly designed pyramid map, to be honest. Wasn't too fond of this design. This map layout. You love Castlevania, but you crave the beavers too. The thing is, though, it depends on how late I go, because Beaver campaign is 1 hour later than the other campaign with Earl versus the humans or whatever it's called. So if I'm pressed for time, I might have to do that first and then Beaver afterwards, but we'll see. By the way, I shouldn't be dying here. Let's heal. But it's like 6 p.m, so it should be fine. Can I get... I could get south from that area. Just missed it. Okay, I should go back. Jonathan just getting hit. I don't think this leads to anything.
Jonathan!
Do you see any secrets, Jonathan? There's supposed to be something down here. Ah! Oh shit. Can't reach that though. I keep getting myself in trouble! You can only like go from the left here? Shit! Ridiculous. What's going on? Yeah, I like that she's a broom double jump, so weird. Ah, God, this room. This is all a mistake. Confirmed mistake. Well, we didn't really get much more. We should collect the things that are in the middle of that platform and then just leave, I guess. Not much more than that here. Hey, Renegade. I like that buggy move. Very repeatable. Okay, so we just go to the teleporter and we just get the hell out of here. I don't think there's any more for us here. Could you do the... Oh, I can do this. What? You still get hit by it? Whatever, leave it. Okay, so we say goodbye to this place. I need to try to remember which was the other location that I could push the object in, and of course I don't remember that. But we have double jumps, so we should have more areas open, even just with that. Would that be open to us with the double jump? I can't remember if we got that previously or not. Stop sucking me. Yeah, the vacuum cleaner skill is legit. Oh, yeah, this thing. Could there be more items in there? No. I see you. I guess I just didn't check here at all.
I see you.
I can't get the right jump. I see you too, you're a fine nurse. Goggles.
I can't believe he's alive.
Speaking of Leslie Nielsen Courts, thank you, Dangle, for the 5 months of sub. Sorry to hear you don't like our new Roomba model. I mean, a Roomba model that could suck the life out of anybody in the room would be pretty good, but I also would have it hard to complain, hard to register. I mean, in the National Vacuum Cleaner Association manuals, which is what it's called. Okay, so you can just do that without having them to stand still. You can always jump on your partners without having them stand still. So that gives me a double jump. It resets my jump, I mean. What the hell just happened? These mine ones. It's not the best enemy against Jonathan. I see you! She really burns up. Okay, it goes further if they want to aim at you. TPs. Must mean we have a... No, actually not. Looking at the rooms. Doesn't seem to be a logical save point room here. The Stair Knight Hill Guard. So many Symphony of the Night stylings in this game. I like an enemy that's just designed to be diagonal by nature. Also, what's my offensive stance that I had? Just strength up. Hoorah! I mean, I guess we're not using a lot of other things either. Nice. Strength up, brains down. This game makes you wonder how powerful. Ah, wait. The other Castlevania characters are. It would be fun to see like a power rating of all Castlevania protagonists. Can't seem to cancel it. Managed to de-summon her though. Get a little scared. She tries to kiss me. Kiss. She go for kiss. Oh, my dudes are back. The triple skeleton gunners, the snipers. For safety, let's just bring it on like a save point teleport here. Maria is better than everybody else. Also, I should mention I want to play that, so I have gotten the rather new Saturn translation of Symphony of the Night. At least a rather new patch of it. So it could be cool to do a playthrough of Symphony of the Night with the Saturn version, where it has some more stuff in it. Even though it's slightly less performing in terms of performance of the engine. It has some more stuff, and we can play as Maria, and also from Trevor from the start. Was it Trevor? Was it? No, it was not Trevor. Trevor was his dad. It's his Mr. Genghis Richter. We have Richter. Sorry, I should say it correctly. Richter Belmont. In CVHD, Jonathan and Charlotte are unfortunately the two worst ones. I'm just talking like lore-wise. There's a save point here. No, it's a painting. Ah. Nope, but here. Nun's robes. And be nice. Nice. We haven't changed stuff in a while. Ice Fang. Clear Skies. We've seen that one too. Try Ice Fang out. Let's take the glamorous pumps. Jonathan, I think the tuxedo is still good for you. IWK. Sandals are better, but this is backdash. Decorated with gems. What did she have on? That was the pumps. The word sounds a better, but the luck goes down. It's fine. Trevor's the caveman Belmont from... Dude. That was rude. Okay. That was here. Be nice to the Trevor, okay? Oh, he's on the... You barely can see him. There. He can hear you. Hey, kiddo. Hey, Apple. Wait, did she get affected? I thought the Lilith would specifically be a male afflicted one. Iron Blade. We already had Guaucho, Zucchini Guy, which was male and female specific. Whip Knuckles. To throw whip snap punches. Snake punches. That looks incredibly dull to me. Snake punch. That's a bad room. Man, this is a good one. That's a good one. Which connects into what is the location is the question, but the blue portal is pretty close, so we can just move on here. What are you saying 2006 for? Did I say something that I can't remember? The game is from 06? Yes, it's in the title. Oh, you were just commenting on it. I remember it like it was 18 years ago. Man. Good memory, though. Dude! Hi, Bones. Another MP. Well, MP is good, though. Such an aggressive spit guy. I got the invisible arm guy. Knee strike, a jumping knee strike inspired by legendary martial artists. Okay. Tiger! Tiger knee! Still go back there if I want to. got a pretty good idea for a silly caveman Castlevania character. Guy has a bone club and a rack of oversized ribs for shield. You can snack on ribs to store HP. Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, of course, the shield. I thought it was like... For some reason, I neglected the rib shield and I thought that you just like take out your own ribs to feed yourself. This was a crazy character. Okay, we have gotten around. Now I can get back to the point where we were gonna check it out. Or from the other way around? No, but it's better in case it's blocked. It's better just take this one. So weird, the zombies. So jittery. We only slap grandmas around these parts. Let history know. This is what we do. Oh, maybe I should just report back to where Dingus is in case there's something. It was supposed to be the butcher, right? I know there was a butcher area before, but I didn't get anything specific there. Oh god. It's a room in which many ghosts gather. Defeat the great ghost that appears there. Go defeat 10 hill guards. Jonathan, let's see you enter this command.
This is your training.
When you've been cursed. Oh, they got this too, huh? Did I forget how to do it?
You're back.
Apparently I got it first try and that was it. It was quite a display. Oh, that was just for show. And now I know it.
I'll make you a deal.
I'll make you a deal.
You don't got more stuff yet? Dude, get your shop in order. Long K worn by high-ranking clergyman. Clergyman. That's alright, dude. For some reason, the music at the start of the stage gives you StarCraft vibes. I can understand what you mean. Kitchen. I kinda know the kitchen area, but it's not. I'm not gonna focus too much on the quests.
No, thank you. I don't wear them.
Busy work. Thane, greetings from the official I shall not forget the sub. Awesome, thank you, Thane. Thank you for the sub. 16 months of subbing. Thank you. Welcome back to the Golden Club. Enjoy whatever you get out of it. We'll attack you from this side. Okay. Hey! I have gotten cursed now. Can I have my reward? Snappers. Or is it poison? That looks like poison to me. Why would Lilith poison? Maybe it's different per character. Could be. Back to the office. Take care. Enjoy your work, hopefully. It's possible. Boomerang, throwing weapon that returns the thrower in the arc. In the arc, and then returns to Noah, who's currently hanging out in the arc. Good ban video notice. I got it.